Forever Conscious Research Channel. So, sorry I don't have the camera on, but I forgot my microphone, so I have the phone very close to me while I'm driving. So I wanted to discuss today about the human body. God knows I've asked it myself a number of times. Why is the human body so freaking flawed? Think about it. Our body is not cold. Other species on this planet don't seem to have that issue. They may go to a certain area, but are they actually experiencing pain and heightened senses as a result of being in that specific weather setting? No, they adapt to it. That's what quote unquote science tells us, at least. We have no way of knowing. We don't live in an animal's body or what have you, but we do know enough about our own where we are very flawed. Everything that this body represents is all it screams to me is that the body is stacked up against you from birth. All right, you're born, and the way you look at the world is how you perceive it through your five senses. Even though there are other ways of communicating, we essentially have that to base it on. But it's very well known. I mean, I'm sure everyone here listening at some point has looked at something and at like an illusion of some kind. Like if you go and you look at one of those pictures, and you look at it and it looks a certain way until you start staring at it for a little while, and then something else presents itself. So even what we're seeing and experiencing through our perception is subject to questioning, right? I mean, I know it's by just saying that, I'm kind of discounting some of what we experience, but think about the levels of deception that we're dealing with here. Think about how your body turns on you, how we're prone to injury. The body is not made up to deal with strenuous activity. And when you put too much into something when using the body, you can get injured very easily. You get too cold, you get too hot. Whether that's a temperature outside or feeling the water, you can get burned. And if you think about it, the whole perception and mind aspect that we have through the body, it is very susceptible to manipulation. And it seems to me, this is my opinion, but it's a pretty strong opinion based on much of what I've learned, is that the body is constructed this way on purpose. It only makes sense, right? Because think about how how do I word this? Think about everything else around you that is, just in history. It just proves this, whether real or fake. The human experience is a pretty freaking dark. It has a dark narrative attached to it. And if you are of the thought that there is some force out there of an extremely negative, vile, and disgusting nature, then it only makes sense that we receive a crappy human body to go along with that experience, where we are questioning things, at least those of us who have the ability to question things. and don't just listen and do as we're told by the system at play. And, long before TV, we had, there's religions, stood the test of time. It's always there. There's always something there to control your perception, to control your body. Because our brain, I've said this before, our brain is like a governor, okay? We're very limited with our five senses. So, sure, we may think, oh, well, we're going out and we're experiencing this. We have some sort of free will to, in my opinion, a very minimal extent. And we can do this and that. And our human body is going to take us there. And we're going to go about our day and do what we need to do. But, yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there, that the human body is inherently flawed. Just like everything else here, right? Flawed. It's a really, really sad realm we live in, and maybe that's for the better, right? That it's gotten so weird and creepy and freaky that we're able to figure it out. I just want to leave you with that. I'll check the chat when I get back. Much love, and I'll see you soon. I'm sorry I couldn't put the video on there today, but I'm driving and I didn't microphone, so hopefully you'll get something on this. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and sign up to the backup channel. Much love.